Ja Morant, what the hell, buddy? What in the world are you doing? Let's go back. Okay? Let's go back to his 8-game suspension he served back in March. Yes, this past March. I said March, and you're probably thinking to yourself, March, what year did he get suspended for 8 games? What year in the month of March? Just this past one. Not too long ago. Shout out Steele, he made an appearance. Not too long ago. 8-game suspension, $670,000 fine from the league as well. He was on Instagram. Then again, we're going back to March here. This isn't now what just happened. We're going to cover that, but if you haven't been keeping up with what's going on, a few months ago back in March, Ja Morant was on Instagram Live, on his own Instagram Live, where he has the phone and he hits go live on his own phone, and he's flashing and playing with a gun inside of a nightclub in Denver, Colorado. Now, you might be saying, what the hell? Why? What? Huh? Yes, bad enough. The situation that happened in March was already bad enough. He said he was seeking help right after the incident happened, and he got a suspension and all that stuff. He said he was getting help in Florida. Turns out that he was. The team confirmed that he was getting help in Florida, but nobody knows exactly what was happening. Like, was a psychiatrist? Like, is he going and seeing somebody? Is he just getting therapy? Like, how many days a week? How many hours a week? Like, we have no idea. We just knew that he was getting help in Florida. Okay, cool. Following his suspension, this is a part that I find so ironic, right? Following the suspension, Commissioner Adam Silver, he was quoted saying the following statement: "He has expressed remorse for his behavior. And Ja has also made it clear to me that he has learned from this incident and that he understands his obligations and responsibilities." Well, again, this was back in March that Silver said this. This is back in March when all this stuff went down with the gun. This is back in March, just not too long ago in March, where all of these things had to take place and all these eyes were on Ja Morant for flashing a gun. Well, just Sunday, yes, Sunday as in Mother's Day that just passed, yesterday, he was caught on Instagram Live again, holding a gun again. This time it was from his friend. I will give him credit to that. At least he's not the one that went live on his account. It was his friend, I believe Devontae Park is his name. Let me find it. He's holding a gun. They were listening to music. Yes, the friend, his name is Devontae Park. He was recording them. They were jamming out. They were doing their shit. They were inside of a car. I believe it was a parked car. They're listening to music. They're going hard. His friend's recording. You go, why is his friend recording him holding a gun? That seems like not a great friend. No, he wasn't. His friend was recording them just in the car, listening to music, here, vibing, doing their thing. And he's showing Ja, and Ja pulls out a gun. Pulls it out to show on Instagram Live yet again. And Devontae Park being the good friend he is, I mean, it was a split, like it was a millisecond of Ja Morant on camera with the gun. You can tell his friend did not expect Ja to do what he did, where as soon as he saw Ja pull out the gun, he flips the camera over to the opposite shoulder, points it completely away, the opposite side of Ja Morant. I know he's thinking in his mind, what the fuck, dude? Like, why did you just... Why? I don't understand what's going on. This is what confuses me about Ja Morant. It's that from everything I know, which I'll admit, I don't know a whole lot about Ja and his past, his upbringing and all that. I don't know much, but everything I've seen at least is that Ja didn't grow up in that kind of environment. That Ja's not from that environment that would lead you to be, because we've seen it. Right? We see it all the time where guys they're just a product of their environment, and they almost can't seem to help themselves to leave behind those bad habits and that lifestyle that's just embedded in them. At such a young age, it's just embedded in them, where they grow up around these drug dealers and these real gangsters, these real killers, and they grew up in that life, and they have somehow made it out, but they just can't seem to get rid of that natural instinct to still be part of that life. That isn't Ja. That doesn't appear to be the case with him. He seems like, from, again, everything that I've heard and seen, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, what I've heard is that Ja came up with a decent upbringing. His father and his mother worked hard, and they gave him a pretty decent life. He didn't grow up in that environment. So what is it? So what is it for Ja? Is it just a simple case of self-sabotage? Is that what it is? Are you just sabotaging your career? Is there just some level of depression there that you just can't get over, and you can't seem to understand why, and you can't tell the world, I quit and I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep playing and I don't want to keep trying. And even though I'm a star, even though I'm a stud, even though I have these things going on for me, I can't tell the world that I just want to give up. So instead, I'm going to subconsciously self-sabotage myself and do shit that's, you could get kicked out of the league, man. Everything you've worked for your whole life could be gone because you just can't stop playing with a gun on Instagram. Go to a shooting range. No one's going to care if you're recorded shooting guns in a shooting range. But the fact that you're in a nightclub and the fact that you're in a parked car playing with a gun, like, it is just, you're showboating. You're showboating, living a life, and people are hard on them. I've seen so many people come out and be extremely hard on Ja Morant. And I get it. I'm not here to defend him. But I've seen people coming out and calling him just an idiot, and he's a fake thug. He's a fake gangster. He wants to be this. He wants to have this life, and he's not that. That could be it. That could just be that simple. But the other part of it, someone that has seen this, has dealt with it, is, I feel like, man, it could be just self-sabotage. It could be somebody who has this incredible life, and he looks at himself and he looks at the way people view him, and he understands that his life is insane and how fortunate he is, but for some reason he still isn't happy, and he isn't happy with who he is. So that's why he pretends to be something that he's not, and that's why he's subconsciously self-sabotaging his career. Please, Ja. Please, man, I don't know what the consequence of this is going to be. I assume that it's going to be way steeper than the first time. Especially, as I just said, I mean, you made Adam Silver look like a complete idiot when Adam Silver's saying stuff like, man, he showed such great remorse. He showed so much remorse, and he's going to go get help. And he clearly understands that his role and how irresponsible it was. He clearly understands that he's going to, I believe him. And you do it a second time, I just feel like he's going to get a slap on the wrist. Is not going to happen this time around. He's going to get a much bigger suspension. I don't know what's going to happen to him in the future, but Ja, please, man, please get this shit together. It's just, to say it's not worth it and all that stuff, again, that's assuming one thing. All I'd say is your life is worth maximizing its potential. You have a potential to still do incredible things outside of the game of basketball. Don't ruin that. You have potential to be a legit, amazing role model in person. That could still happen post these incidents. Don't self-sabotage yourself, your life, your career. Get it together. I love seeing Ja play on the court. It's going to break my heart if I don't see him play next season, or for however long I don't see him play next season. And I definitely, sure as hell, don't want to see any real bad shit happen to Ja, which getting suspended is it's bad, but it's not real bad shit. You know what I mean? I don't want real bad shit to happen to Ja. I all love. Let's embrace Ja. He might need some slaps across the head, but I don't want to just keep piling on somebody that's just so easy, because it's stupid. It's dumb as shit, but I don't want to keep piling on. There might be some deeper issues that we just don't know about, some real legit depression that he might be dealing with, and that's why we see this self-sabotage from him. Or, like I said, it could just be something like, hey, you're just fucking dumb. Anyway, that's it. Had to end on that note. Episode 67. Hey guys, thanks for watching this clip from the Sicko Sports Podcast. If you want to catch the full episodes, you got to head over to Spotify. Just type in Sicko Sports Podcast, or you can just click the link that's down in the description. Thanks as always. See you next time.